All right. And we are back from our quick break. And I had Simon roll a reputation roll.
Yes, and Simon rolled a 39 against 55 for a comfortable success.
Okay. So you were looking for Billingsley.
Billingsley, yeah.
You do catch Billingsley. He is running off. He's running like back and forth, but you can catch him on his way leaving Ellington. So Ellington, he's gone to Lord Ellington, done something for him, and then he is now like leaving until he's called on again. Kind of just waiting in the wing. So
I'm there too, right? This is both of us.
Yes,
both there, yeah.
So I will, or Simon will lightly catch your attention over to where Billingsley is and say, Valentine, you have better instincts for this than I do. Should I approach or should you? Or both?
I would say you're...
I have the status, but you have the access?
Do I? Above table, you're trying to get in touch with Emily through this, right?
So, want to get in touch about that, but the question would be if the, and honestly, maybe even from a protocol perspective, right? Like, will it look fancier to Billingsley and to Lord Ellington if I send a rep to talk to his rep to set up the conversation? Or is it more of like a power play if I go up directly? If I'm going up directly, why am I not going to Lord Ellington? If I'm going to Lord Ellington, is it too presumptuous?
I think since you are not the one with the, correct me if I'm wrong, of course, but you are not the one with the romantic interest in the lady?
I am not, no.
So maybe I should try, I mean, up to you.
I think that is wise. I did not want to impose it upon you, but I do think you are, as almost always, correct. If I can be of service or assistance, I will be nearby, but I will give you enough room to be able to have comfortable conversation without being overheard.
Wonderful. I will approach this man.
Okay. Let's see if you were correct.
Pardon me.
He turns. So
Billingsley, was it?
Yes. Yes.
My name is Valentine Dartmouth. I'm the valet of Sir Richard Purcell and Lieutenant Simon Clancy. Not lieutenant. You're not a lieutenant. I didn't say that. And my... I know vocabulary, sorry. My employers were wanted to ask after the health of Lady Ellington, if it would be possible to perhaps set up a meeting. Either later this evening or tomorrow morning, depending on how she feels, of course. We wish her nothing but the best.
Based on her request, she does not want to take visitors at this moment. Perhaps if the doctor clears her, she might be interested tomorrow.
Of course. Forgive me if this is too forward, but might I ask what ails the poor girl?
I don't necessarily have the fortitude there, sir.
I understand.
Yeah, you ask the doctor.
Tomorrow morning, then, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Right. Thank you. And I would like to... He's like a butler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you tip butlers? Is that a thing?
You can always see.
I'm gonna not do that in case he's offended by that. I don't know enough about this time period, I'm quickly learning. I don't know how normal that is for a servant to tip another servant. I'm gonna bow politely and, yeah. Go back to Simon. It looks like tonight you're out of luck, but perhaps tomorrow morning if the doctor clears her for visitors.
All right. Well,
as you're having this conversation, you kind of glance and you see Richard. He's sort of like looking over at you, seeing that you are talking to Samuel, and he kind of does like a little.
Yeah, come here.
right.
And I'll fill Richard in on what I just told Simon. But yeah, if you'd like to send her some flowers or something sweet, whatever you feel. Have you met her before? Like you know her?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
His heart has met her heart.
All right.
Richard, I do think it's better that this be something for tomorrow. It's quite late for someone who is in her position and would probably give a better impression to Lord Ellington as well as dear Emily. And perhaps you can decide upon the gift in time for breakfast. And at breakfast, find your way to delivering it or having it delivered, whatever way is available.
He kind of stands up straight. Well, yes, of course I wasn't going to barge in or make some sort of impolite gesture. I just wanted to perhaps give some sort of a missive. Let the lady know that I'm here and that I care for her health. I do already have a gift that I brought with me, actually. And so when she's available, I would love to give that to her.
Richard, your interest is serious. You showed foresight?
Yes, well, I'm not going to stand here and be insulted. I'm going to.
Now, Richard, you know that you do that in the present moment.
A little pink blush.
There's nothing else scheduled for tonight, right?
So there isn't necessarily anything scheduled for all day. It's like food is there and people have the run of the house.
Okay. And it's like around bedtime, right?
Not yet. It's dinner.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're still okay.
Mm-hmm. This is a big dinner. This
Gotcha.
is like a start at 6, end at midnight type of dinner.
All right. If you two will excuse me for a moment, I'm gonna keep looking for Penelope.
Oh, yeah. I probably would have, like, once I finished my dinner as well, especially because that's probably, I mean, it is kind of the weirdest thing I've seen so far, so I also would be looking around for her, possibly subtly asking some other servants or something in a polite way or anything if anyone's sitting there.
Yeah, back at the table with Cordelia and Kezia, if you are trying to figure out, like, just like, oh, where's Penelope? What's going on there? You don't roll. Everyone knows about her. She is, as they call her, a character. And she has been known to do odd things for a lady, as people would say. And so she likes to play games out on the lawn in the night. Her and her interesting friends.
Interesting. This is the second time I've heard about the night lawn games, and Cordelia is certainly intrigued by that. I think she might, she can tell that Tessa's all just kind of seems to be doing great, having a grand old time with everything, so might politely excuse herself from her and just, sidle over to Kezia and be like, the word around is that, Miss Penelope, is it Miss or Mrs.?
She is not married.
That Miss Penelope, would play, has been known to play games out on the lawn if, we should potentially, go there if we have hopes to find her. She's trying to, be like, this is still weird, and I want to figure out, and you should come with me.
Kezia, for half a second, because she's still a little low energy, is like, do we have hopes to... Oh, yes. Yes, sure, certainly. Is that... It looks over, sees that the Countess is fine. It's like, yeah, okay, yes, let's get out of here.
I think you guys are able to slide away from the table easy enough.
For half a second, she's like looking around to see if like Valentine or Simon would join them, and then kind of quickly is like, I can't ask that, and then just keeps going.
All right. So you guys kind of are all walking in the same direction. And I'll say that you guys kind of see each other, two groups merging, as you are both on different avenues walking to the lawn.
Well, I can't seem to shake the two of you, can I?
No,
Hard to
I think
figure.
of a clever reply to that. Did not come up with anything.
Just between... Oh, no, you go ahead.
Oh, I didn't mean to be stalking you. We were just going out to, we've heard around that, this Penelope has been known to frequent the lawn games, and kind of gives them a knowing look. So we thought we might, go see if she was out there.
Perfect. I'm looking for her as well. Just between the three of us, this is a total bore, right?
Well, the library is quite nice.
The Countess seems to be enjoying herself.
Well, as long as the Countess is enjoying herself.
Does not answer for herself.
There seems to be a rather titillating amount of gossip floating through the air.
Isn't there?
There is that. Did you know that? Says the most scandalous one.
And Kezia responds with the one like fragment of someone bought a new dog that she overheard at dinner when she was not listening to anything.
Yeah. I'm assuming we're like walking and talking.
Mm-hmm.
But...
Yeah. You guys are if you guys are making your way outside, you will immediately see that even though the outside doesn't have much light, everything it has a bit of a glow because there is a reddish moon high in the sky, and it is illuminating everything. The pavement and the gleaming parts of people's gowns. There are just a few people out walking about, but you can hear laughter coming from the side garden.
What will we do for an eclipse?
I haven't been checking the calendar. It's quite beautiful in its own way.
Can I roll some kind of way? I would love to pitch library use because I checked the almanac, but I would also understand for perhaps natural worlds to know if we are due for a lunar eclipse at this time.
I'll accept either.
Great. Well, thank you.
I would also like to do natural world to see if this is perhaps some fuck shit.
Okay.
To see if it is not, you mean?
See if this is some eldritch bullshit or something normal.
That is a fail.
I succeed with library use. I know that almanac forward and back.
It is a full moon, not a eclipse or a Gibson, and it is reddish in hue. You could maybe decipher that this is fairly rare. You don't know if you read the right tone to tell you if this is on schedule.
It's when you say it, it's not an eclipse. Like it, there shouldn't be an eclipse happening, or this is not an eclipse happening. It's
Correct.
Just red. Oh,
Correct. It's nighttime. It's a moon, and it's just the full moon, but the full moon is red. Odd.
very odd.
Non-lunar eclipse season. Interesting.
Perhaps
You've seen a moon with maybe a blue hue. Red.
unsettlingly odd.
And I'll say, as all of you walk out into the path and walk around, and other people, you see them, need everybody to make a power roll.
Oh,
Oh boy.
normal.
Sorry, everybody, because I don't believe I'm not in the scene. The people in the scene, presumably.
Are you walking with them outside?
Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Are you walking with them outside?
I wasn't outside because I wasn't invited along. Like Valentine went off to do their own thing. They ran into each other. So Simon is elsewhere. I mean, above table. Simon's planning on going outside anyway for that walk eventually, but doesn't have to be here.
Okay. You can either meet up with them and do a power roll, or you can come out later. That's your choice.
I don't want to impose myself. I'll wait to see what happens, and then I'll join.
But yeah,
I got
everyone
a
going to the garden.
big ol' fail. I got 85 over 55.
Okay. Did anyone pass or get a success?
How many luck points can one use? Like, is it just like however
Many as you
You
want.
can use all of it as you want, but then you'll be less lucky.
Then you'll die.
You run out of luck points. Yes.
Oh, so I used 4 previously. So okay.
Yeah, that
You
reduces.
have a
your score.
written luck score.
Gotcha.
So if you
Okay.
if you spend 30 luck, you can do that. But then the next time you roll luck, you're rolling 20 or whatever is left.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so I have 41 left, and let me see, because... okay, I won't spend that then, and because I rolled a 69. Nice.
Nice.
I could bring it down to a 60, but then I wouldn't have a lot of luck left, so...
I rolled a flat 60 on 60, so actually 65. I lied. So I'm Gucci.
Okay.
Nice.
So Valentine and Cordelia, Ketsia, let's say you're all walking together, but you just don't see kind of the same things that they're seeing. Everyone that is outside is watching you three. They're walking and they're talking as normal, but their eyes don't ever leave your figures as they walk past you. They walk up the stairs, as they walk from the garden to the garden. They watch you and just say a quick, whisper to one another.
Can I get a read on if they're staring at us for any noticeable reason?
I know my reason.
I can roll psychology or whatever if needed, but...
Let's first have Valentine and Cordelia make sanity rolls.
Oh boy!
Not me.
24, I'm good.
Oh, nice.
These spooky dice seem to be treating me better so far.
Can I just ask, when you say that their eyes don't leave us, how literal is that? Like, do they literally never leave us?
Let me explain that better to understand why the sanity roll is necessary.
Sure.
It isn't necessarily that they are watching you. It's more like it seems like their eyes are like outside of their face, like their pupils, and that's following you everywhere you go. And so they kind of have like a bit of a glint. And so if someone's walking this way, they're still like watching you this way.
Oh yeah, that's worse. That's so much worse.
It's extremely unsettling and impossible. And so I think you guys blink a couple of times to just see if there's something wrong with your eyes, because you guys haven't drunk enough, you feel, to see something like that.
And that's just the 2 of them. See that?
Yes.
Is Penelope here?
Who failed?
Wait, did you roll your sanity?
No,
Oh, did I?
Or
I
no.
thought I did roll a sanity because I did.
We did. We rolled power and then we rolled sanity.
Yeah.
Unless
You roll sanity because you failed. I'm good. I'm great. I'm amazing.
Okay, I missed the sanity roll. My bad.
Yeah, if you fail.
I see this happening and I go, yeah, that's normal.
Where on this is sanity? there
Up
it is.
toward the
There's
top.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Succeed 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
nobody
think
fails.
that's a hard success for me.
That's like a hard. Yeah.
Okay. So you just take
This
one
is
sanity loss.
fine.
Sorry,
One sanity. Okay.
Just take one sanity loss, so minus
Okay.
1 from your
Okay.
sanity.
Cool.
You guys feel uneasy, like almost a little queasy, as if you had drank too much, but you know you didn't. But
Definitely.
with a few blinks of your eye, and walking past some other people and kind of avoiding eye contact, you kind of come back to yourselves after a while.
Kind of, yeah, she huddles a little closer, perhaps not even realizing it, to the other two. She's just, is everyone staring at us? Is there something? Like she's checking her dress, seeing if there's stain or some reason everyone is staring at them.
You're perfect, darling.
I-
They're just
I-
confused
I-
why
I
the servants are
appreciate-
coming to play.
I suppose that would make sense. Not that I would impose myself on the game, but she kind of just ruffles down her dress a little bit.
Ketsia, you don't see this, but you do notice that pretty much everyone out here is kind of looking at you all and whispering. It comes off across as these folks kind of were maybe doing something out here, and now there are people out here that they need to button it up.
But I don't see the freaky eye thing.
No.
Okay, got it. I understand. Cool. Never mind. I had that backwards. Kezia assumes that it's specifically her that is the problem because she has made such a fuss tonight. Not just self-deprecating, like not just in general, but
I
just
love her.
had such a terrible time earlier. It's like clearly the rumors have spread. I am the laughingstock of this party.
Oh, poor dear.
She's gonna put that aside and just kind of like twirl a lock of hair back under her bonnet and or cap and say, Mr. Valentine, you're a learned man, am I correct?
Not quite, but I'll happily take the reputation.
I just wonder if you have any sense of what could shadow the moon in such a scarlet wash. I don't. If I remember my almanac correctly, we're not due for a lunar eclipse for another 18 months. I'm not sure why it would look like that.
Keeper, can I already rolled natural world. You wouldn't let me roll occult, would you?
Or Cthulhu Mythos, perhaps. I don't know if you have any.
Mythos, yeah.
So I can do mythos? Okay.
All right, here we go.
That's the worst stat, but alright.
Probably
Mad
to
fail.
keep it low, but yeah.
But I think so total fail, but I think I do recognize that it's weird. And I think, yeah, there's a pause that's just a little too long. And then, never you worry about that, do you?
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't going to. Yes.
Cordelia, to try to kind of ground herself in something, trying to not think about the eyes and the mood and whatever, is just like mentally like, okay, I gotta find this lady, and is gonna look around the lawn, trying to just stay back a bit, not impose herself on whatever's going on, because she's still weirded out, but is gonna scan the crowd to see if she can identify Penelope.
While you're searching, just Kezia will, being self-conscious herself and noticing that Cordelia is also like thrown off by this for different reasons, but she doesn't know that. Kezia will just like slip her arm into yours and like squeeze your arm.
Yeah, and she kind of looks over and gives a little smile and squeezes back, feeling a little more settled.
You all come around the corner and you kind of see that there's a beautiful garden. And then there's a lawn like right in front of it where the path comes. So a path and then a garden with some shrubbery and then more lawn on the other side. It's really beautiful. There are only a couple of people out here. You do see Penelope. She is grabbing all of the pieces for this game, Pall Mall. She is grabbing like hoops and balls and what are those things, the little racket things, the ball ballots. And she's trying to get those like set up so that later that they can all play.
I'm gonna approach her. Do you need any help setting up? Can I be useful in any way?
She looks at you. Yes, of course. The course is going to, and she kind of shows you how she'd like you to set it up.
Wonderful. And I'll introduce myself and all that, and I'll say who I am.
Well, I know who you are.
Oh, well, perfect then. I know who you are. It's wonderful to finally make your acquaintance.
How do you know who I am?
Oh, well, you're one of the many fine ladies who everyone can't seem to be talking about this evening. Can't seem to stop talking about this evening. That's what I said.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's how you know me. Yes, that makes sense.
And as I'm setting up, terribly sorry to hear that your friend is ailing.
Who?
Lady Ellington? Emily?
Oh, yes. She's terribly ill.
Sorry to hear it.
Yes.
Hope she's doing better soon.
Oh, she will. We all will.
How do you mean?
Could you set those over here?
Yeah. Can I psychology check?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm looking for, like, when she says we all will, I guess I'm just looking for, like, what's behind that. Because, like, I feel like I know. I guess I'm like, is this a cry for help or is she too deep in this? I think that's what it is.
Okay.
And again, I wish this pre-gen stats were better. Jesus Christ. Oh, never mind. That's fine. 23 on a 30.
Hey.
She continues to tell you where she'd like you to set things, and she's kind of whirling around, and Cordelia and Kezia are there, and she assumes that they're there to help as well, and so she starts giving them mallets, and she's like, "Oh, you have to come out in a couple of about an hour or so. We will play under the moon." And as she's talking to you, Cordelia and Kezia, kind of inviting you both, Valentine, you can see she is quite mad.
Okay. I'm going to then, like, before Cordelia and Kezia approach, I'm gonna try to get, like, a little bit more privacy with her if I can. I'm obviously not gonna, like, take her away or anything, but just, like, if I can, like, get a little, if we can have, like, a slightly more hushed conversation.
Sure. She swings a mallet up over her shoulder.
Miss Davis, I hope you will not think me too forward. I say this purely... I say this purely as a friend and someone who cares about
Are we friends?
If you don't mind. I say this as someone who cares about the happiness and safety of everyone here tonight, but particularly one such as yourself. I would recommend perhaps staying away from the company of Frédéric Chauveau, however you say it. I sense that he might not have everyone's best interests at heart.
Well, that is quite impossible. And she's kind of like, she can't stop herself from giggling.
Oh, well, please, if I'm mistaken, I would love to be mistaken. But just that would be my advice to you as your senior.
You have not seen his art, have you?
I've heard quite a bit about it, but I have not yet had the privilege. But that is what concerns me.
I'm in some of it, you know.
You are?
I dabble in modeling here and there.
Well, I don't suppose it's any of the more extravagant pieces I've heard of.
No. It's a private collection.
Well, I just kind of wait for her to say more, and then she doesn't. I mean,
he's an artiste.
Yes, and it's the creative folk who can be a little funny, can't they?
Well, yes, he's hilarious.
I'm sure. I would just ask that you be careful. You never know with men like that what their true intentions might be or what they might be capable of.
Yes.
And should you ever need me, I'm well at your service, and I'll give her a bow.
Thank you.
And please tell your friend Emily this as well.
Could I potentially roll listen or something to see if I could overhear this conversation?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
I shall partake, if I may.
I rolled at 100.
Come on.
I don't know
why.
I don't know what that'll mean.
I've been saying Chauvet all night. It's Chaumont.
And no one noticed.
And no one knows.
Yeah.
What
did you guys get?
I got an 100. So
I succeeded on a 40 under 45.
I fumbled.
So
Fumble on a listen, whatever that means. But oh boy.
And Ketsia got a what?
I got a normal success.
Okay.
But I accept if the critical fumble interferes.
You are able to overhear their conversation. Cordelia, you are able to hear something. It is a sort of voice, but it more sounds like someone trying to talk underwater, like a gurgling whisper. And it almost pulls at your ear, like you actually move your head because it feels as if like water is filling in your ears with this sound, and it's pulling you towards somewhere. And
are there any water features nearby?
There is. You remember that there's a little stream that goes down to the mill, because the mill is a water mill.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like Cordelia at first is like interested in whatever they're saying, but hearing this weird sound is already a little freaked out from the eye thing, and is now, definitely gonna try to kind of sneak off a little bit without anyone noticing, ideally, and just try to figure out what that sound is. Thinking, like, trying to reassure herself she probably misheard, but just to check, is gonna try to sneak off over to the stream. If that's where it sounds like the sound is coming from. Or follow it if it has a direction.
All right. Ketsia, you are listening intently with Valentine's conversation. Valentine, you are keeping the Miss Penelope, in conversation, but she seems quite oddly responsive, kind of as if she's listening, but not really. And she's kind of giving you weird responses. Sometimes she'll even repeat what you've said, but only certain things. So like saying, be careful. She says, yes, be careful. Things like that. And unfortunately, neither of you notice Cordelia begin to wander away in the night. Let's see what Simon has been up to.
Simon doesn't know where everyone went. So Simon is Simon doesn't really want to be here. The only people who Simon wants to speak to are the people who he can't find. So I do think in the searching, if you would agree, kind keeper, might have stumbled across Richard, either with his aforementioned target for the competitor for the affections of Emily, or speaking to Trevelfic, whichever of those might make more sense, and wherever you think they might be.
I think dinner is winding down at this point. There are still plenty of people in the dining room, but many people who have finished their meals are out and about exploring. I would say probably at this point, even though Purcell really wanted Valentine to write a letter for him, he also can't find him right now.
Not about that.
And so he's on his like fourth draft of trying to write as lyrically as he can this beautiful letter, hoping to give to Emily. And he's getting quite frustrated with himself because, as he has said, he's not very good at this.
You need your
Could I ask you for the greatest gift, Keeper? Could you allow me, ideally through rolls, to try to ineptly assist with the writing of this letter?
Okay. Sure.
All right. I don't even know
like
what you're rolling.
Language English, maybe?
Okay, language English is actually pretty good. So language English I can do okay with.
Cyrano de Bergerac sleeping on the job.
Language English is a 60.
You're both quite educated. Really, this is about romance.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if I could be pitching almost guaranteed failures, my persuade is a 20. My psychology is a 16. If we want to go in absolutely the wrong direction with a success, my intimidate's an 82. So do a bit of that. I've got etiquette at 51, so I could actually do okay with that and try to make it like proper, appropriate, which I think is something Simon would do. Try to keep Richard from writing something that's going to get him kicked out of polite society.
Okay. Well, you know what? I think what I will say here is you can either try to help him edit the letter. And so you're kind of giving it a once over and giving him feedback.
Okay.
Or you can try to bolster him, give him confidence that he can do this.
I don't have confidence he can do this. I'd like to.
You don't have to believe yet to give him confidence. You just have to act well enough to give him confidence, even if you don't.
With that 20 persuade, I don't think that I'm very good at lying about what I think is actually true.
Okay. Then I think if you are trying to just help him figure things out, then I'll accept education or intelligence, probably even charm.
Okay, I think I'll go with education, leaning on a bit of something external to myself that could make me feel like I'm not going to mess this up for him. Meaning that's how Simon would feel about it.
Yeah, you've read poetry.
I could not tell you that I am so thankful I went with education. So little behind the scenes for people watching at home. Clancy's, like Simon's intelligence is 55. Education is 60. I rolled a 59.
Nice. Damn.
Yeah. Dice tell a story.
You catch Richard. He has a fine quill that he's asked someone to give him so that he has good ink. He has a beautiful little stack of letter paper, the good quality kind. And he finishes writing and then picks it up, sets it aside, writes like the first half of it, and then you just kind of see him do this, like thinking, and then continues to write. And I think that's where you find him kind of at one of the studies in the house, kind of poring over this. He goes, oh, Simon, I was just working on a letter, but it's hard for me to find the words sometimes.
I understand, dear cousin. Would it be helpful for me with fresh eyes to take a glance at what great work you have already done?
Well, it couldn't hurt. He hands you the paper.
Fully set up at the study in whatever kind of seating is available in formal fashion. Set it out very fastidiously. Make sure that I have enough ink, writing, and that I suppose we're borrowing here from our illustrious host, and set to work on doing my best, relying on my education more than my independent insights on to edit this effectively, so that it's more concise, clear, does not breach any protocols or baseline popular etiquette. Likely find in a couple of places where it would have quickly adjust.
Yeah, it's not horrible. It's just as you kind of read through it, he is just clearly having a hard time actually writing with any kind of emotion. And so anytime he comes up against something he's wanting to truly say, it comes off as very cold. And so he strikes it out and tries to write something a little bit more flowery, but it kind of comes off as like roses are red, violets are blue. And he's like, that sounds horrible. So then he scratches that out. And so it's just a lot of like not having much confidence in how he wants to express himself.
Is there more like blank? Are there more blank pages around?
I gave him a whole
grab a completely new one and just move over without all of the scratches.
Yeah.
What is worth moving over? What is not worth moving over? Simon does his best. He is not always. He sees the value in being direct. That can cut both ways, right? So he does his best to be direct in those spots about what he believes it seems to be, based on what he's reading and what he's spoken to Richard about with regard to this in the past, as well as seen what he thinks he means, right?
Right.
Put it there. Quite direct, but not in a way that would be inappropriate in accordance with society's, dictates, and then hands it back and says, it was really in wonderful shape already, Richard. I just decided to move it over so there would be a clean version of it without the editorial notes from your drafting before. And then if you don't mind, you don't have to go with what I wrote, but I took the liberty of, in those moments where it seemed that you were still iterating, landing on the core idea that you seem to already have in mind.
He takes the paper, he reads it. You have an art for writing. Thank you.
No one has ever said that to me. You're very
well, your hand is sturdier than mine, cousin, because I have had quite a go of it tonight.
I can tell you seem to care a lot. Is that this is real, it seems. Not just a bit of fun.
I'm gonna need a roll.
Uh-oh.
Well, you're not like lying. I'm wondering if I could maybe etiquette. I guess isn't gonna work here. Maybe just charm. See if he's softened up enough.
Charm. I don't see charm on my sheet. anywhere. Strangely.
Let's do.
For what it's worth, I think Simon really is trying to communicate the idea that it seems that Richard cares about this in a way that Richard has not necessarily cared about other dalliances or forms of interest in the past. While Simon has a reputation for being with women, doesn't actually do that quite as much as the rumor mill would suggest. Richard, however, does enough for both, right?
Yep.
So this is what I mean to be getting across, or what Simon means to be getting across, is that this in this moment is striking Simon as different. This is a level of anxiety around getting this right.
Well, then let's do psychology.
Great. I'm terrible at it. Oh, it's so bad. I mean, not that it really matters. It's a 92. It's a 16. Yes.
You can tell he wants to. He's about to say something kind of in response, but instead he just goes, well.
Yes, quite.
Thank you again. And he gets back.
Did you have any interest, now that this is wrapped up, in taking one of those refreshing nighttime walks you told me about? I know you didn't plan on going yourself. I don't mean to be a bad influence. Just I can't seem to find anyone else. And
Well, who are you looking for?
they're alone. Yes?
Who are you looking for?
Oh, well, you know, I was hoping to see, I had spoken to Valentine about it, and of course, our dear cousin Tessa, I had invited out after sharing. You shared the information with me, I shared it with her, and of course, with Tessa going, and Kezia was at the table, so I invited Kezia also. I thought that was only polite, and, you know, I mean, Tessa always needs assistance from new, and so it only made sense to invite Cordelia to go as well. So mostly them.
He's gonna make a psychology roll.
Oh my god, this is so
There's
cute.
a twist towards persuade. Just kidding.
I hope it continues to go this well all night.
Exactly. Really leaning on the Regency side.
Yeah. This has been delightful so far. I don't know what else.
I might be starting to have something spooky, or maybe it's just the water is making noises for normal reasons.
Water,
It's the Lady of the Lake.
I was saying, water doesn't speak to you all the time in like a gurgling
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, day to day.
Oh my god. And you know, of course, Cordelia has.
Just, you know, this happens to be there. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He kind of just nods at you, and he goes, right. And you guys kind of sit in this mayhem silence of, I have so much to talk about. If only we could.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Simon doesn't break it. Simon's just gonna stare. Like,
and then he just goes, I believe Valentine was looking for the woman, the one that hurts my eyes.
the one that hurts
Always
your eyes.
Running around.
Yes. Yes, there was some talk earlier. It doesn't matter. Do you know where Valentine might have gone to
I
find
believe
this?
she was asking many people earlier, around dinner and before dinner, if they wanted to go out and play Pall Mall at this later this evening. I would assume she is out preparing for that in the garden.
We should prepare ourselves if that is indeed where we are to find our friends, as we should expect that someone is going to ask us to play. As someone always asks us to play, they always want to see if they can beat the war heroes, as though there's something to do with hitting a ball with a mallet and the acts of war, right? I did not really want to exert myself in that way tonight, but I suppose it is a risk worth taking. Do you agree, cousin?
It seems you are looking for your companions, and companionship is often worth the risk.
Yes. They're handing the paper from the desk, if it had still been sat there, over to Richard. Companionship is, in fact, quite worth many risks.
And he, as you're walking out, he just goes, "Oh, and I spoke to the child."
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Yes.
Is it's not happening anymore,
Yeah,
or
you can tell Valentine he has been strucken from the list. So
wonderful? Did you, out of curiosity, did you find out who the other three are that he'll be dueling?
he
I'm wondering if
probably,
there's something worth watching in that.
he probably does know.
Yeah.
So I'll say yes, he did, but only one of them maybe are actually here,
Okay.
or maybe not. I don't know. But yes, he'll say he knows.
Okay. I think we just lightly gossip about that as we walk outside, and find our friends by the Pall Mall.
You enter this beautiful garden in the back, and you see Valentine speaking with a woman. And Katya is sort of like watching. She's a little, further away, but still in the area. And she's kind of like listening and watching. And you also can see Cordelia walking away towards who knows where.
Okay. I will pat Richard on the back and say, stay out of trouble, and head over toward Cordelia, wherever she may go. Not like too fast or too close, and trying to take a path where Cordelia could see me coming up, so I don't just like startle her, right?
You also see the red moon. Go ahead and make a power roll.
Alrighty. Let's see where my power roll takes me. Okay. That's a fail. That is a 77 on a 55.
You sounded so excited.
I did. I didn't read it correctly at first. That's 77 on a 55.
Okay. Go ahead and roll sanity.
Okay. Let me see. Sorry, on this pre-gen, where is anything that I need to look at for sanity on my sheet?
Sanity is with the other stats. It's between dex and MP.
Fourth column.
Oh yeah, it is
fourth
weird that it's
column.
there.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, failed. That's an 81 on a 55.
You're doing great.
Doing great.
That's our first failed sanity roll.
Take 3 points of sanity.
Okay. 3 points.
As you kind of cross a lawn to cut Cordelia off, and you step onto red grass as you walk. And as you're walking, it's as if Cordelia is walking. She's walking the same pace, but you can't seem to catch up to her. You're just constantly trying to get to her. And even though you're trying to catch her this way, and so she's walking not necessarily directly in front of you, every time you take more steps towards her, she is still getting further and further away, regardless of the angle that you walk. And I think at some point you kind of get very disoriented with this. It's almost as if like you're moving, the grass is moving, she's moving, but she's also moving to a way in a direction that she's not walking. It almost makes you sick in terms of how all of these weird directions are happening.
This orientation leads to heavy breathing that quickens to a degree that begins to dizzy me further. And I take a moment with eyes closed to steady my breath, shaking hands, attempting to ground myself in the present moment before this inner turmoil takes me where this outer disorientation seems to want me to go. And I sit in that until my breathing steadies and I open my eyes.
When you open your eyes, Cordelia is no longer in your sight.
Is the grass still red?
It is. Before we go back to Valentine and Kezia, Cordelia, you have followed the earworm to not to exactly the mill, but you are close. You are to where the water begins. Oh, I had this up. Huh, weird. The folly is over here, so it's like way over behind the gardens, like so to the gardens out here, and then you're all the way to the right. So you're quite far away.
Yeah.
It is. What was that?
I was just
Oh,
didn't notice the 8 on the map for a second, but yeah.
but it is closest to like the art gallery in terms of the building. So you're walking past that, and then you walk all the way down to wherever the little stream starts, to where it rushes towards the folly. It is really beautiful out here tonight. Everything is bathed in this red moonlight, including the sun, or not the sunlight, but the moonlight that kind of shines down and shines into some of the windows, and onto the water. And you could swear even the water looks red. But as soon as you get there, the earworm kind of stops, and you kind of come back to yourself, and you can hear again, and you realize now that you are far away from everyone. You're far away from the people at the party. You don't 100% remember walking over here.
Yeah, I think I kind of just coming to my senses, sort of look around, surprised. I like almost start to walk back, and then pause for a second and just kind of briefly look around. I'm next to the mill, or not quite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna just like quickly sort of examine the mill from the outside, try to like racking my brain why I came over here, thinking like I must have needed to go to the mill for some reason, seeing if there's anyone else out. Yeah, maybe even just going, hello? Is there anyone out here?
You hear a response. Hello?
Pardon me, I'm sorry, I think I've gotten a bit turned around. Who is this? I'm Cordelia Barker. I'm the maid of Countess Wilhelm.
A shadow kind of comes from the side of the mill, kind of like walking around. It's clearly some sort of a man, but he's kind of shrouded in the darkness as he comes towards you. And he goes, Cordelia?
Yes,
by the time he sees you, you can now kind of see his features. And this is Frederic, the artist. But what are you doing all the way out here?
This is terribly embarrassing, but I'm not quite sure. I think I was coming out here for... I think I heard a noise. Pardon me, I didn't know you were out here. We're ways away from the party. I didn't mean to intrude. Are you all right? Are you just alone out here?
I am alone. You are alone. We are alone together.
She does not like the sound of that, but would not comment on
What
that.
a normal thing to say.
So normal. Are you, have you been staying out here? Are you quartering in the mill there?
Oh, yes. I need complete silence and isolation for my studio.
Oh, I do apologize if I was intruding on that. Um, I think I've gotten. She's like doesn't totally believe it, but says perhaps I had a bit too much to drink. I I'm so sorry. I'll let you be. She's kind of just unnerved by this whole situation and doesn't quite know if it would be polite to just leave or if she should
We
wait for
continue
him to say something.
to you. Yes. No. You are completely in your right. These grounds are open to all guests. Have you ever seen any of my work?
I admit I have not yet. I haven't been to the gallery yet. I had intended to at some point of the night. I've heard they're quite beautiful, but
They
I
are.
have not so yet.
Well, and he's finally very close to you, close enough to reach out towards you, and he kind of pats you. If you allow him, he'll kind of pat you on your hand. Well, you'll have tomorrow. You'll have tomorrow to peruse the gallery and enjoy for one last time. I must get back to work.
Oh,
Now,
yes,
I trust you can find your way back to the path.
yes, I think I should be able to. Pardon me, did you say the last time? Is this your last show of your gallery?
He begins to kind of walk away back to the mill, but he is still answering you. He's like, oh, yes. It must end for all of us. Eventually.
All right. Can I get a psychology roll on him to figure out a read on him? Because he certainly seems a bit like she's probably heard he's eccentric, but she's freaked out. No, nope.
He is certainly a bit of an eccentric and, a bit of a recluse. Strange one, but, you see him begin to walk back to the mill. So.
Nice chatting with you, and then she kind of turns around and shuffles back, occasionally kind of looking back over her shoulder, almost expecting him to just be right there, and heads back towards the Pall Mall field.
You head back quickly, and you watch as Simon is still kind of standing in the middle of the lawn.
Is he close to any of the other random party people?
Yeah, he's not too far away. He was on his way walking towards you, but didn't catch up.
Okay. Then she'll kind of walk up to him a little bit, still aware that there are other people around, but unnerved enough to drop some amount of etiquette. She's just, Simon, I'm glad to see you. She kind of glances over her shoulder again and shakes herself off. And she's like, sorry, I'm all right.
Do I see and hear her?
Yeah.
Okay. The grass is still red around us.
Mm-hmm.
For me. Is it?
For everybody.
For
everyone, okay.
Copy. Wasn't clear on that. Perfect.
Not weird.
Yeah.
Not weird.
No. Why would that be weird?
I mean, it is less weird than only you seeing it, but...
Yeah. Cordelia, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to intrude on whatever may have taken you this evening on a stroll. I simply saw that you had wandered this way, and I don't know what happened. I believe I might be a bit tired.
It's all right. I honestly think I might be as well. I think I almost say got lost, but I think I heard something. I went over by the mill. I ran into the artist, Frederic, last name.
The artist, right?
But he's
Above,
certainly an eccentric fellow.
that is what I understood. Yes. Above table, Julia, remind me. Did Valentine say anything about the artist to or in front of?
I don't fully remember. I think all I said was that I wanted to talk to him, but I wouldn't have told you why or what was said.
Right, and the aftermath stuff, because I remember you warned someone about that, but I wasn't present for that. So I don't.
Right, I told Penelope. I don't think you're aware.
Yeah, don't know. Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and I was trying to listen in on that, and then heard weird noises. But yeah.
Kezia overheard that, though, I believe.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out what Kezia thinks about all that.
So I think, driving back into the moment, yes, I understand that this artist is quite eccentric and skilled. If you'd be interested, we could check out their work. I don't know anything about them, but I do know that our dear Valentine spent some time with them at dinner. Maybe
I might ask him about it. I've heard he's eccentric, but he's saying things a little, well, quite strangely, and I think he said that this was the last showing of his art. He said it was going to end, he said it was going to end for all of us eventually. I don't quite know what he's meaning with that.
In my experience, artists tend to overcomplicate true things, and it's possible that he just likes to hear himself talk. I wouldn't let that scare you. But did he say anything inappropriate to you? Did you feel unsafe?
Not directly. I think I was just rattled by finding him unexpectedly alone. I'll be all right. I think I'm just a little rattled. She kind of, as she calms down a bit, sort of realizes that there's still people around, and it's just the two of them talking. She's just like, "Should we join up with Kezia and Valentine?"
Yes, we
blushing a little bit.
Yes, of course. That would be appropriate. I am glad that you confided in me, and that I had the opportunity to confide in you. If you should find yourself wanting to confide in each other again, I would find that enjoyable.
She kind of gives a slight smile. I would like that. And seeing as despite the strange things he said, if this is his last gallery viewing, perhaps we could go to the art gallery together.
I would very much enjoy that. I would beg your pardon that I am not the most well-versed in art.
Neither am I.
That's perfect. We can be not well-versed together.
She kind of chuckles as they head back towards the others.
Kezia!
Yes.
Sorry for leaving you alone. I didn't mean to at all. But I ran into the artist Frederic. startled me really. How have things been going? She kind of like remembers what they were doing, and she's like, "Have you you or Valentine, have you heard anything about Penelope?"
I'm assuming I'm not talking to her anymore.
I think you have tried, or you have been trying to have some sort of conversation, but most of the time it kind of seems like she is answering you, but she's not really.
Yeah.
So
I think I eventually would have said bye to her, and like in this time while everyone else was out doing their own thing, I think I would have been observing everyone else and just seeing if like anyone else is acting the way she is.
Not at the moment. Pretty much everyone outside is kind of still just like whispering in corners of the garden and looking over at you guys and walking around.
Okay. And so once I see my people, I'll go over to them. And what did you ask me, Cordelia?
I was just saying to both Kezia and Valentine, if he's here, just had asked about Penelope and if you'd like talked to her or figured out anything just because she was being weird earlier.
Oh, yes, I have. I believe the girl just needs a good night's rest away from all of this.
Has anyone noticed that everything is turning red?
Yes. I think.
Relief on face is louder than anything that he said all night.
I feel like there's some kind of obscure meteorological phenomenon happening here that I'm not very familiar with.
I've heard of blood moons in passing. I don't know exactly if that's what this is.
No, it's not. Not for 18 months.
Perhaps the three of you should go to bed.
Well, I am quite tired, and you are quite wise, Valentine. Perhaps if this redness is still here after breakfast, we can see it more clearly in the daylight.
Yeah.
From the moon?
Well, I'm not sure if it's from the moon, looking down at the grass. Does it look reflective, or does it look like the grass just is itself red?
Did anyone who got their power roll?
I think I did.
I don't remember. I don't think I did.
I succeeded mine for the moon.
I definitively failed mine for the moon.
I think I got a hard success, if I'm remembering right.
I think I succeeded. I succeeded the sanity.
I think I failed the power, but
and
got a hard success on the sanity.
Yeah,
I think that's what I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I did lose one sanity still. So
I'm gonna say that unless anyone gets on their hands and knees and grabs a fistful of.
I was going to say, if I could pick up a blade of grass and try to look at it.
I was literally thinking that I was gonna pick one to see if it was green once I brought it inside. So.
I was gonna say that you'll have to leave outdoors because it's not just the grass or the moon. Everything has that hint of red, and so you won't be able to tell.
Yeah, I subtly pick up a blade or two.
I don't have psychology, so if this is just gonna be a roll under whatever the default for it is, which is 10 or 20 or something, or maybe 1, I don't remember. But I would like to. The last thing that Valentine said was a bit brusque, and I would like to assess Valentine to determine if he is withholding something.
Okay.
I pulled up the Regency Cthulhu sheet. The default for psychology is 10.
It is 10. Okay. I mean, I have I don't know, power or intelligence, if any of those would apply. But if it's just psychology, then I'll roll it a 10 and it'll be bad.
Just roll real good.
Yeah. Got a 10% chance, right?
Is that I'm rolling?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Oh, unfortunate. I'm gonna spend 74 luck. No, I don't have that much. My eyes twitch at Valentine, and I just kind of like, what's up with this man?
I think I will give you. He's not smiling anymore.
Sure. I think, yeah. I mean, she sussed out that he's a little more wily than he seems, but I don't think she still is at a point yet where she's like, oh, he knows magic is real. It's just like that was a weird way to say that. She'll go, yeah, yes. Bed, I think, some sleep would do us all some good. It's been quite the hectic day.
I want one thing before you all go.
No.
And I'm gonna do a quick scan, make sure no one's watching us.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's watching you, but they can't hear you.
Okay. Then I will put that classic Valentine Dartmouth smile back on, but I will say in as hushed a tone as I can. Frederic Chaumont is a madman, and you all need to stay far away from him.
Oh, I kind of, I ran into him, and I certainly got that. I don't want to say vibe, that's not the right word. I certainly got that impression.
I'm gonna put a hand on your arm. I will take care of it, dear.
Take care of. I mean, I'm not. I don't think he's following me, but I just I wandered off, and he apparently is quartering in the mill there, and I happen to be nearby. I don't think he intended anything ill of me directly. He just startled me.
I don't mean to scare you. I wouldn't pay him any mind.
Yes.
Just keep your distance, please.
He's quartering in the mill.
Apparently, he's
a ruined mill.
He claimed he needed plenty of space and quiet and isolation for his work.
There's no bloody roof on the thing.
Perfect. Good night. And I'm gonna go off.
All right, everyone goes off to bed.
Nope.
So let's first do Simon, Cordelia, and Kezia as you guys go back to your quarters.
Do we see anything of note as we make our way back?
People have retired, but there's still noise. There's still people. They are going well into the late evening at this point. It is quite late, probably. Also, even though you guys go back into the house, you can hear probably from your own windows or as you're walking to, get yourself ready for bed, you can hear the almost mad laughter of women out on the lawn playing Pall Mall under moonlight all night long.